It's the Patrick Swayze rule. Did you ever see Point Break? It's just like fear causes hesitation, and hesitation causes your worst fears to come true. That's what's going on.
Welcome to Micro Podcast. I've got Mary Ellen Slayter, Steve Smith here with me. We're talking about the challenge that brands are having and content creators are having actually making connections with their target audience due to all the noise that we have in the market. Mary Ellen, I'm curious to get your take on why you think that's such a big problem right now.
For me right now, it's actually about fundamentals. I think we're letting ourselves get distracted with conversations about tech and about all of these sort of things going on in the market when it's really about connection, finding out what is it that I really want to say, something unique, something differentiated, and figuring out what my audience needs, and then figuring out how to bring those things together.
You have to stand for something. What's your unique point of view on the world? How are you differentiated from everything else out there? And that's a lot of the problem. A lot of brands spend more time trying not to stand out. They're afraid to say something that they believe breaks from the pack when actually what they need to be doing is the exact opposite.
We've blamed a lot of the issues on noise, generative AI and the scale and the ease which you can create content right now. Do you think that's really the main issue right now when we talk about people having a hard time making a connection with their audience?
I think it's a cop-out. I think that if you're thinking about Gen AI the wrong way, I think it leads you to basically make more boring shit faster. Gen AI is just reflecting back at us what we gave it. But one of my favorite things actually is where people lately are like, oh, this copy is so bad and it writes like this, and I can tell when it's being written by Gen AI. And I'm like, they learned this from watching us. It is not AI's fault that you don't have an original thought.
Right. AI is a tool, and a tool can be used well or can be used badly. If you're using that tool as a replacement for actually having something to say, then it's going to fail. But that's not the tool's fault. That's your fault.
If you want to use it to get something original, you got to say something. Be provocative. If you can't argue with it, then it's not thought leadership.